Hi, welcome to Expertizer Academy. This is Giri, lecturer in physics. In this video, we discuss about the cyclotron. Cyclotron, construction, working, and kinetic energy of the particle inside the cyclotron and its limitations. So first of all, see the construction of the cyclotron. In this picture, you have to take some area which is at a magnetic field out of the paper. The direction of the magnetic field is out of the page or out of the paper. Consider two deflection plates which is in the shape of D. Two deflection plates. Okay, two D's. These D's are conducting ones. Conducting ones. Okay. And again, these two D's are connects with the oscillator. It produces varying electric field capital E between D1 and D2. So what is the use of the oscillator here? This oscillator produces the electric field E between D1 and D2. Consider positive charge particle at P. This point P is the in between D's. This point P is in between two D's, D1, D2. At this moment, this positive charge particle is rotating like this by using this oscillator. This charged particle exit like this, exit in this way. You have to keep the deflection plate and observe the deflections in this Ds. Okay, so this is the construction for cyclotron. See the derivative part for this cyclotron. Since radius of trajectory r is equal to Vm divided by Q. Vm divided by Q. How can be possible? How it is possible? Look at this. This particle is moving in the circular form. That's right. This particle is moving in a circular form. When the particle moves in a circular form, there is a centripetal force and also magnetic force on the particle at magnetic field. So magnetic force on the particle that is equal to F is equal to QEB. Centripetal force F is equal to mv square divided by R. mv square divided by R that is equal to QEB. These two equations are equal. That means QEB is equal to mv square by R. At this relation, we have another relation R is equal to Vm divided by QB. Vm divided by QB. Okay. From this relation, you have to separate the speed V is equal to R QB divided by M. Centripetal force related to magnetic field. So here, this concept is derived from the centripetal force. Okay? So that's why the speed of the charged particles, that is positive charged particle, which is revolving in between the two D's. Okay? Hence, kinetic energy of ions. We know that the equation of the kinetic energy of mv square. You have to keep the v value in the place of v square. So then this kinetic energy equation is converted into half m into r square q square v square divided by m square. Half m into r square q square v square divided by m square. So therefore kinetic energy half into square m cancel, half into r square q square v square divided by m. See this. Let us consider m is the mass of the proton, q is charge of proton, mass of the alpha particle. Mass of the alpha particle is 4m. Charge of the alpha particle, that is 2q. Mass is 4m, charge is 2q. So what is the meaning of alpha particle first of all? So what is the meaning of alpha particle? Alpha particle, it is nothing but a helium, helium particles. So what is the atomic number of the helium particle? That is 2. What is the mass number of the helium particle? That is 4. So that's why here mass of the alpha particle that gives 4m, charge of the alpha particle that is equal to 2q. So cyclotron frequency V is equal to Vq divided by 2 pi m. Vq divided by 2 pi m. Keep the value at the place of 4, at the place of mass of the particle, that is 4m. At the place of q, you have to keep 2q. This one gives cyclotron frequency. Cyclotron frequency mu is equal to Vq divided by 2 pi m. There is a kinetic energy. How you get the frequency? How you get the frequency? So after putting this value, this equation is converts. So do you know the equation of the time period of the particle? So that is related to angular frequency. Sorry, angular velocity of the particle. Angular velocity omega is equal to 2 pi divided by time period. Angular velocity omega is equal to 2 pi divided by time period. So here time period is equal to 2 pi divided by omega. So by using this relation, we have to find the frequency of the cyclotron, that is equal to dq divided by 2 pi m. When you keep this 4m to q, this relation is converts into other form. Okay? So this is the kinetic energy of the particle inside the cyclotron, and also cyclotron's frequency. I mean the particle which is at which is inside the cyclotron. That frequency mu is equal to dq divided by 2 pi m. So what is the use and limitations? Use and limitations. So what is the use of the cyclotron? When you take any particle, this cyclotron converts that particle's energy, and discuss about the limitations of cyclotron. First one, speed of ion is limited. Speed of ion is limited. Electron cannot be accelerated. Electron cannot be accelerated. So why the electron cannot be accelerated? There is no change in speed of the electron. So that's why there is no acceleration. Uncharged particles cannot be accelerated. Uncharged particle cannot be accelerated. So there is a three types of limitation. Speed of the ion is limited. Electron cannot be accelerated. Uncharged particles cannot be accelerated. So here in this cyclotron, we are using the positive particle, positive charge particle. There is no any charge on the particle. It's not comfortable to explain the relation of the or result of the cyclotron. So what is the result in this cyclotron? This particle moving like this, and these are deflected by this motion of the charged particle. Here this deflection rate also deflected. It gives the deflections, okay, by the charged particle. So by using this phenomena, this particle creates the circular path. This path radius small r is equal to Vm divided by Qp. So here V is equal to RQB divided by M. From the kinetic energy formula of mv square, after substituting this V value, we get the relation of R square Q square V square divided by M. For alpha particle, mass is 4m, charge is 2q. After putting these two values, this relation is converts. Okay. Keep these two values 4m, 4q square, 4m, 4q square, 4 cancel. Okay. So what is the remaining one? Half into r square, half into r square, q square into b square. So what is the relation? Half into r square into q square into b square. So this is the relation after putting this alpha particle mass and alpha particle charge. Okay. Coming to the frequency of the cyclotron, by using the angular speed formula, and also time period of the charged particle formula. So we get the frequency of the charged particle inside the cyclotron, that is equal to BQ divided by 2 pi m. So these are the limitations. Speed of the ion is limited, electron cannot be accelerated, uncharged particles cannot be accelerated in the cyclotron. So this is the information about the cyclotron. Thanks for watching this video. For more videos, visit www.expertiseracademy.com.